Today, we're going to focus on common characteristics of communities past and present. Let's read the article Keeping Communities Safe and Healthy. Think about your usual day. You get up, get dressed, and head to school. In your classroom, you work hard, but you also have fun learning. Your classroom is a clean and happy place to spend the day. You take a lunch break around noon. Some kids bring a meal from home, others eat a hot, healthy meal in the school cafeteria. Afternoon is recess time. You get to run and play. And if you get hot and thirsty, there is always cool water from the fountains to drink. If someone falls and scrapes a knee on the playground, the school nurse is always there to help. It's a good feeling to know that there are people who care about your health and safety. You don't have to spend a lot of time worrying about those things. You know there are adults in your community who are always watching out for you. But it has not always been this way for people in the United States. About a century ago, many cities in America grew very quickly. Railroads made it easier for people to move around. So lots of people filled the communities at once. Some cities grew so big and so fast that they became crowded, unsafe places to live. Many people worked at jobs that were dangerous. The factory buildings were unsafe and unhealthy. Even children worked long hours. When they got home at night, many people were in a bad situation. Their homes were filthy and cold. The water they drank was often dirty and unsafe. People bought food that was sometimes rotten. Many people got sick. Diseases spread quickly from one person to another. Community leaders knew that something had to be done to make the cities clean, safe, and healthy. People who lived in the communities began to work together to make changes. They came up with plans to make drinking water safer. They passed laws about how food should be handled and sold. Scientists study how diseases are spread. They help find ways to keep people from getting sick. Life in communities improved. In this issue, you will learn about how communities work together to improve the safety and health of citizens. You will also learn about some amazing men and women whose work and ideas change the ways people live. You will understand how life in communities have changed over time. Let's learn more. So here you see a photograph. The caption says, "This is a boy at the warping machine in Newton, North Carolina in 1908. Here you see pictures. It says a photo collage showing different scenes of the poor living conditions migrant workers experienced in the 1940s. At the top left, the interior of a house rented to Mexican workers in Michigan. In the top right, migrant fruit worker family living in the back of a truck in Michigan. The bottom left, children of migrant fruit workers in Berrien County, Michigan. And at the bottom right, sleeping quarters in Old Barn for migrant workers in Berrien County, Michigan. In this photograph, you see huts and unemployed in West Houston and Mercer Street by Bernice Abbott in Manhattan in 1935. This picture shows Shantytown and garbage dump on 6th Avenue South in 1938 near Seattle, Washington. And in this photograph, you see child labor was allowed until 1938. Children worked as early as 3 years old. Here, a picture of Addie Card at her job as a spinner. She is 12 years old in this picture. So, thinking about what do we notice about our communities back then and now, head over to your activity sheets and get ready to talk about the differences and similarities.